अपने जीवन में हम सैकड़ों हजारों लोगों के संपर्क में आते हैं, पर कुछ लोगों की छाप हमारे दिलो दिमाग में हमेशा के लिए रह जाती है। ये वे लोग होते हैं जिनका नज़रिया बाकी लोगों के नज़रिए से कुछ अलग होता है। ऐसे ही हैं डॉक्टर MP आर्या, अनअज्यूमिंग और डाउन टू अर्थ। डॉक्टर आर्या ने जिंदगी में कभी नफ़े नुकसान को नहीं सोचा। वो हमेशा जिंदगी को अपनी टर्म्स और कंडीशंस पर जिए और आज भी अपनी टर्म्स और कंडीशंस पर जी रहे हैं। बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जो ऐसा कर पाने की हिम्मत और ताकत रखते हैं। डॉक्टर आर्या की जिंदगी का सफ़र ग्वालियर से शुरू हुआ, जहां उनका जन्म हुआ। प्राइमरी एजुकेशन के बाद डॉक्टर आर्या मुंबई आ गए और मुंबई में ही उनकी आगे की पढ़ाई हुई। मुंबई से ही डॉक्टर आर्या ने महाराष्ट्र के पहले होम्योपैथी कॉलेज से LCEH किया। इस शॉर्ट फिल्म में डॉक्टर आर्या ने बहुत से अपने रोचक संस्मरण हमें सुनाए। डॉक्टर आर्या से हुई एक लंबी बातचीत के कुछ रोचक अंश प्रस्तुत हैं।
That was the first homeopathic college in Maharashtra. They were conducting a 4.5-year diploma course in homeopathy called LCEH, Licentiate of Court of Examiners in Homeopathy. वहाँ से मैंने पास किया 1960 में। उसके बाद में मैं 6 मंथ के हाउसमैनशिप ली under Government Homeopathic Hospital. That is the only hospital run by Government of Maharashtra in homeopathy at Bombay. मेरे जो सीनियर कंसल्टेंट थे वो लेट डॉक्टर SR वाडिया, लेट डॉक्टर P शंकरन, लेट डॉक्टर CC देसाई थे। बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला। उसके बाद में मैंने साइन हॉस्पिटल में इंटर्नशिप की डॉक्टर राममूर्ति के अंडर में इन द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ मेडिसिन एंड अंडर डॉक्टर घीवाला अंडर डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ सर्जरी एंड स्किन डिपार्टमेंट। वहाँ मैंने करीब 2 साल काम किया, ट्रेनिंग ली। उसके बाद में एक अचानक एक दिन मेरे प्रिंसिपल मिले कॉलेज में, तो बोलते हैं क्या कर रहे हैं। तो मैंने कहा कि अभी डिसाइड नहीं किया, शायद प्रैक्टिस करूं। कहते हैं टीचिंग में इंटरेस्ट है। मैंने कहा हाँ ज़रूर है। कहते हैं कल से आ जाओ। तो आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड कि ही पिक्ड अप मी फॉर टीचिंग पोस्ट। आई लाइक्ड टीचिंग। आई यूज्ड टू train discuss with my friends in the hospital, both at Sain Hospital and at Villapala होम्योपैथिक हॉस्पिटल। उसके बाद में डॉक्टर BG काले मेरे हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट थे। एनाटॉमी बड़ी अच्छी तरह से पढ़ाया उन्होंने। एंड इनिशियली आई यूज्ड टू अटेंड हिज क्लासेस, हाउ ही टीचेस, व्हाट ही एम्फसाइजेस। काफ़ी सीखने को मिला। ही वाज वन ऑफ द अथॉरिटी ऑन एनाटॉमी ड्यूरिंग दोज टाइम। उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा कि आर्या तू होम्योपैथ है, एनाटॉमी पढ़ा रहा है, व्हाई डोंट यू टेक सम डिग्री इन एनाटॉमी। तो मैंने कहा ठीक है। तो यूनिवर्सिटी से इंक्वायरी किया तो उन्होंने कहा हाँ येस एडमिशन मिल सकता है इन कंपैरेटिव एंड एनाटॉमी एंड एम्ब्रियोलॉजी। यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ बॉम्बे से मैंने फिर एम्ब्रियोलॉजी, जेनेटिक्स, कंपैरेटिव एनाटॉमी एंड एनिमल फिजियोलॉजी में BSc किए। उसके बाद में कॉलेज में मेरे को प्रोफेसर बनाया। डॉक्टर बत्रा के जाने के बाद में डॉक्टर ML धवले, लेट डॉक्टर ML धवले प्रिंसिपल हुए थे। He also encouraged me that you continue developing the department. लेकिन वो 2 साल काम करने के बाद वो भी कॉलेज छोड़ के चले गए। तो then the management asked Dr. Arya, will you take up the responsibility? I said yes. I was made principal. I worked there as a principal for nearly 2 years. Then एक बड़ा इंसिडेंस हुआ। Government of India constituted a committee called the members of the Central Council of Homeopathy way back in 1973-74 एंड उसमें एक प्रोविजन था कि 4-5 प्रिंसिपल वो नॉमिनेट करेंगे। तो नेचुरली मेरा नाम आ रहा था, लेकिन the advisor in homeopathy that time, Dr. K.G. Saxena, asked Dr. Batra, Dr. Batra उनके काफ़ी फ्रेंड थे, कि भाई तुम प्रिंसिपल हो तो यहाँ पर कमेटी में आ सकते हो, तो यू आर चेयरमैन एट द मोमेंट, वो चलेगा नहीं, अगर प्रिंसिपल बनते हो तो आप आ जाओ. So he called me, Arya said that, will you resign? I said, yes sir, if you say I am there because of you. He said, yes, you resign, go back to anatomy department. I said, all right. So I resigned from post of principal, reverted back to department, but then immediately I was called by central government to take up the responsibility of developing Central Research Institute in Calcutta. I took up that challenge. I left Bombay. I worked there for 2 years, established that unit. Today it is now grown up into a National Institute of Homeopathy, one of the biggest institute run by Government of India in homeopathy at the moment. 2 years I worked, established their hospital. वहाँ की OPD की what do you call attendance was nearly 200-300 per day. We trained junior people, and then I was called at Delhi headquarters में. Dr. Kurup was the director of the CCRIMH, Central Council for Research in Indian Medicine and Homeopathy. That time there was a discussion that how we will develop a emblem and what will be the what you call acronym for the council. We were director, assistant director, administration, assistant director, homeopathy, Ayurveda, and I was sitting over a cup of tea, and then I have scribbled something, all names, Ayurveda, homeopathy, Unani, Yoga, Siddha, and it came as a Ayush. The name Ayush stuck up, and this is Ayush was the first discovered, was discussed by us on a table of a assistant director administration. He conveyed this to director Dr. P.N.B. Kurup, late Dr. P.N.B. Kurup. He immediately went to the ministry and said that, sir, this is our emblem, this is our emblem, and this is our acronyms or the short form, Ayush. A stand for Ayurveda, U stand for Unani, Y stand for Yoga, S for Siddha, and H for Homeopathy. That's how the name Ayush has come about. This whole thing was taken up in the ministry as a separate department under the health ministry, Ayush department. And then now today we have full-fledged Ayush ministry under cabinet minister. I resigned from there. I joined Central Council of Homeopathy as the secretary of the council. It was newly established, and then they wanted somebody from the academic side. So the advisor homeopathy, late Dr. Jugal Kishore, asked me whether I can join. I said yes, I would take up that responsibility. Set up the organization, started working there for nearly 3-4 years. During that time, we have introduced uniform courses in homeopathy, which were subsequently in 1973 were applicable to the rest of the India, all over state except Kashmir and Arunachal Pradesh and eastern parts of India. That's how the homeopathic education was standardized. Initially we had what you call tier system of education. The lowest was the diploma of 4.5 years after inter-science, and then there was a degree course of 4.5 years, 5 years with 1 year internship, and a sandwich course for those people like me who passed a diploma but they wanted to become graduate. So we had a sandwich course called graded degree course of 2 years, 2.5 years, called graded BHMS course. That was the time when I have completed all these regulations, set up the organization, and that time the post of principal at Bombay College at Pune was vacant, and they were looking for a person. Late Dr. M.L. Dhavle, who was my principal at Bombay, knew me very well. He said, Dr. Arya, this is a golden cage for you. You are meant for teaching. Why don't you join homeopathic college at Pune? Although this was not very lucrative job, but then I accepted this job. My condition here was only for 3 years, that I will work for 3 years, set up your degree course in homeopathy, and then you allow me to practice. That was my condition, that I will come to your college provided you give me permission to practice homeopathy outside the college hours. That has also affected my practice, but then that was the condition, so they also agreed. I was made principal of homeopathy college here. For more than 10 years I worked as a principal. We were running diploma course that time. Then I saw to it that we got affiliated to Pune University for BHMS course. We introduced that Central Council's course in Pune for the first time in Maharashtra. And that's how the college was upgraded from diploma to degree. I resigned from that college. I wanted to then concentrate on practice, and once the whole thing had settled up, I switched to practice, and I started practicing. Then I am working as a consultant in homeopathy in Pune. When I was in Delhi as assistant director of homeopathy, I was also involved in the organization, homeopathic organization, All India Homeopathic Organization, as a joint secretary. And we wanted to host a conference at Bombay in my old college. And late Dr. Anil Bhatia was principal at that time. And he said, yes, we will provide the campus for 2-day seminar for Congress. And we approached the President of India, the late Dr. Jail Singh Ji. He readily accepted to come to Bombay. I wanted the crowd to be more glamorous. I knew Dr. Ashok Kumar Ji, the late famous film star. He was a lay homeopath practicing homeopathy, but restricted to only the film people involved in the film industry. And he had a consulting room in Taj Mahal Hotel. I knew him through late Dr. P. Shankaran, because P. Shankaran used to treat him for his ailment. And then one day I went with Dr. Shankaran to his house, and then that was long back. So when I decided that we must invite him, I approached him. He immediately recognized that there was Dr. Arya with Dr. Shankaran. He said, all right, you can come, and what is the purpose of your coming? I said, we want to invite you for our conference. He said, all right, come in the evening. So I have a cup of tea with us. So I went there. He was in a absolutely informal dress with his kurta, Bengali kurta and pajama. And I spent about more than I think 1.5 hours discussing all about homeopathy. That time he narrated number of cases which he treated in film industry with good results. He himself was taking homeopathic treatment from Dr. P. Shankaran when he was alive. So I said, sir, why don't you become member of the Homeopathic Association? He said, yes. He also said that Dilip ji also is interested in homeopathy, and he possibly referred me to him. I went once and met Dilip Kumar ji at his house. He met me very, very cordially, very intelligent, very well-read personality I have come across. And homeopathy, he had thorough knowledge. He was more of a philosopher than an actor. That is what I found him. And then subsequently when we had conference at Bangalore, we invited him as a chief guest, and he said, "All right, I'll come along with my wife." So both husband wife, Sarah Banu and he came and were our chief guest at another conference in Bangalore. And that was a wonderful experience. People were very happy that people like these personalities are also interested in homeopathy. That was a great, what do you call, incidents in my life during that time. I enjoyed. I still remember. I have some photographs of that also. I'm not a very orthodox homeopath. I take advantage of people. I refer my cases when they are beyond medical treatment and they require surgical intervention. I readily accept. They say that all right, as long as you are with us and we will take homeopathic operation, will come back to you. And we say very gladly, yes, you should. So there is limitation for homeopathy, and there homeopathy is only a science which deals with the medical aspect. Once this case crosses over the medical aspect, and the surgery is the only way. And many cases which don't respond to homeopathy, I refer to allopath. Allopaths refer to me, their family, themselves for homeopathic treatment. So it is nothing like a barrier. We freely exchange our ideas, we discuss problems, limitations, and what is good for the patient, we always go for that particular system. जब मैं एनाटॉमी ज्वाइन किया तो फर्स्ट ईयर था शायद, दे बच्चे 1 साल के बाद में अपीयर हो रहे थे फाइनल एग्जामिनेशन, तो उनको मैंने बताया कि जो एग्जामिनर हैं वो बड़ा सिंपल पूछते हैं, अगर वो एग्जामिनर राइट हैंड में बोन उठाएं तो इट इज़ राइट साइडेड बोन, अगर लेफ्ट हैंड में दिखाएं तो लेफ्ट साइड बोन। तो सब लोगों के दिमाग में वो बैठ गया कि अगर एग्जामिनर ने राइट हैंड से बोन उठाई है तो इट इज़ राइट साइडेड बोन, और लेफ्ट साइड में उठाई है तो लेफ्ट साइडेड बोन। अनफॉर्चुनेटली क्या हुआ, एक स्टूडेंट को एग्जामिनर ने जॉ पकड़ा दिया, तो उसने कहा सर ये तो राइट साइड का है, तो उसने कहा ये बताओ, तो कहता ये लेफ्ट साइड का जॉ है। तो दिस हाउ समटाइम confusion is passed on from teacher to student, which should be avoided. That was the first lesson I learned of my life. I still remember. अच्छा है, और एक एनेक्डोट है कि कहानी सुना रहा था बच्चों को कि हाउ स्टूडेंट रिस्पॉन्ड टू टीचर व्हेन द टीचर सामने से आता है, इफ दे डोंट नो हिम, दे ओनली से गुड मॉर्निंग सर. Once they know that he is our teacher and a good teacher and he is going to be examiner, then they say good morning sir. वो एग्जामिनेशन के पहले वो ही टीचर स्टूडेंट बोलते हैं गुड मॉर्निंग सर, वो पूरा बेंड हो जाते हैं. दिस इज हाउ द स्टूडेंट react to various what you call the stages of a junior teacher. I still remember I used to have fun making all this. But they were very, very, very good students, very hard-working students. I still remember. I remember taking their lecture demonstration on anatomy for nearly 4 to 5 hours at a time, and nobody would go. हाँ, एक बड़ा अच्छा आपने वो प्रश्न पूछा कि कौन से बच्चे होम्योपैथी के लिए आते हैं. हमारे टाइम पर हम होम्योपैथी के लिए जाते थे एडमिशन लेने. टुडे दे हैव एज ए अल्टरनेटिव. If they don't get admission in allopathic college or in Ayurvedic college, the third preference is for homeopathy. And I find that the new boys who come to homeopathic colleges, they are good boys, hard-working boys, but they are depressed, they are morose because they did not get the opportunity to go into the field which they wanted to. And our responsibility became double. We have to first bring them out from the negative thoughts and inculcate in them the sense of what you call belonging to profession, at the same time better profession, and for homeopathy, because I find that homeopathy is a constitutional medicine, and things which cannot be corrected in other system of medicine can be corrected if you learn and practice seriously, follow the principles of homeopathy. And slowly many people they come out. Another experiment we have done is that grow our faculty pem. So I picked up the boys who stood first or second in their respective subject in final year, asked them to join homeopathic college as a teacher demonstrator, and then appointed retired teachers in the medicine, surgery, gynecology, and asked these young boys to learn under them. They worked under them, and then today they are now having in charge, independent in charge of medicine, in charge of surgery, in charge of gynecology. And being homeopath, they know, except for the surgery they don't know, but then their diagnosis is as good as of any surgeon or any gynecologist or any medical consultant. So this is what achievement I have found, and this has been adopted all over India now. See, people get trained under senior teacher, retired teachers in their subject, respective subject, and today they are teaching almost all subjects. I don't have anybody in homeopathic college in India. See that one is an allopath teaching homeopathic colleges. They are independently now working, but it took 25 years to develop the cadre for our training. And today they are now doing MD courses, they are doing now PhD in homeopathy. I am absolutely, I am totally satisfied with what I have achieved in homeopathy. And as a teacher, people all over India love me. So those who know me, they know, and they discuss with me their personal problem, their education problem, their family matters and all that. And that's how they think. It's not the money which is important. It is the respect which you command. When I travel by train or when I travel by bus and somebody says good morning sir, good afternoon sir, you feel elated. You may not be very rich, you are not going in Mercedes, but then your student getting up and then wishing you is a great experience. I have number of occasions I met accidentally either at the airport or at the railway station or in the bus, and that is a very satisfying, you cannot equate with anything else.